Welcome to Multiple Choice Questions Part 3. Just a minute. Listen to the questions and options. Pause the video. Find the correct answer. Play the video. Verify your answer. This will help you to get the maximum benefit. Well, now the questions. Assume that people like onions on their hamburgers. If the supply of hamburgers decreases, the demand for onions will most likely remain unchanged because hamburgers and onions are substitutes. Increase because hamburgers and onions are substitutes. Increase because hamburgers and onions are complements. Decrease because hamburgers and onions are complements. Option D is correct. Decrease because hamburgers and onions are complements. These goods are complements. One has to go with the other. When the supply of hamburger decreases, naturally the demand for onion also will decrease. Next question. Why does a demand curve has a negative slope? Due to income effect, due to substitution effect. Both 1 and 2, only 1, only 2, neither 1 nor 2. Option A is correct. Both 1 and 2. Both income effect and substitution effect are the main reasons for the negative slopeness of the demand curve. If you want justification, please see my video on reasons for the downward sloping of a demand curve. Next question. For demand function P equal to 10 minus 2x minus 0.5x squared, what is elasticity of demand at x equal to 2? 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5. It needs some calculation. Pause the video, find the answer and then run the video. Correct option is 0.5. How? Look at this solution. We have to estimate elasticity of demand at x equal to 2. The formula that we have to use is dx by dp times p by x. We have to search for the values that we can find in the formula. Dx by dp we have to estimate. Value of p is not given, but value of x is given. Okay, at x equal to 2, p equal to 10 minus 4 minus 0.5 times 2 square, 4, p equal to 4. The given function is given in terms of p. It is an inverse function. We have to use implicit differentiation. It is done here. Dx by dp equal to 1 by minus 2 minus x. Please pause the video, go through each and every step slowly and try to understand. We have all the values. Let us substitute these values in the formula. Elasticity equal to 1 by minus 2 times 4 by 2. Simplify this. Negative 0.5. We take only the absolute value. So, the elasticity of demand at x equal to 2 is 0.5. 0.5 is the correct answer. For the demand function P equal to 15 minus 2x minus x squared, what is consumed surplus at x equal to 2? 6, 28 by 3, 7 by 4, 11 by 3. It also merits some calculation. Pause the video. The correct option is 28 by 3. Look at the graph and the solution. We know Consumer surplus is the difference between the amount consumer is willing to pay. It is represented by the area OAEX and the amount the consumer actually does pay. It is represented by the area OPEX. The difference between the two is represented by the area PAE. Okay. With this understanding, let us proceed to find the answer for this question. To find the area OPEX, we have to find the value of P. Already we have the value of X. So, substitute X equal to 2 in the given function. P equal to 15 minus 2 times 2 minus 2 squared. Simplify. 7. Price is 7. We have X, we have price. Find the amount the consumer actually does pay. 2 times 7, 14. Well, now we have to find the area OAEX. For this, we have to integrate the given function from 0 to 2. It is integrated here. We substitute the value of x in the integral. On simplification, we get 70 by 3. My request is pause the video, go through each and every step and try to understand. Well, finally we have to calculate consumer surplus. Consumer surplus equal to OAEX minus QPEX. 70 by 3 minus 14. Simplify. 28 by 3. Consumer surplus is 28 by 3. That is the correct answer. In the standard adjoining diagram, the measures of consumer surplus is PA, OB, AO, AB. The correct answer is AB. If you want justification, please see my video on consumer surplus in terms of indifference curve analysis. Which among the following are true for excess demand function for an individual? Homogeneous degree 0 in all prices. These obey Walras law. Both A and B are true. Neither A nor B are true. Both A and B are true. If sales tax on a commodity is raised, but revenue earned through its sales decreases sharply, which one of the following statements about the nature of this demand curve would be correct? Price elasticity of demand for it is unity. It must be an essential good. Price elasticity of demand for it is high. Price elasticity of demand for it is low. The correct answer is price elasticity of demand for it is high. Why? This graph illustrates the loss of tax revenue to the government when it imposes tax on an elastic demand good. Look at the graph. At 10 rupee price, the seller sells 10 units. This is what is happening in the beginning. Thinking the government by imposing 1% tax, it can get 10 rupees tax revenue. It imposes the tax. After the imposition of tax, the price increases from 10 rupees to 11 rupees. Since the product is facing elastic demand in the market, the demand falls from 10 units to 4 units. Now the government can collect tax only from the sale of 4 units, not from the 10 units. the tax revenue to the government is only 4 rupees. The loss of tax revenue is 6 rupees. Thus, if sales tax on a commodity is raised, the revenue earned through the sales decreases sharply. So, option C is the correct answer. For the demand function D, function of P, and supply function S, function of P, excess demand brings about market equilibrium in which of the following situations? D function of P by dP greater than 0, D function of P by dP less than 0, D function of P by dP equal to 0, D function of P by dP equal to infinity. The correct answer is B, D function of P by dP less than 0. Why? Look at this graph. AB shows excess demand condition. This D function of P by dP less than 0 shows the negative slopeness of the demand curve. Unless the demand curve has a negative slopeness, there is no possibility for the market to reach equilibrium at E. The next question. The below diagram show the risk aversion of two individuals with the help of indifference curve. Choose the correct answer from the following by studying the diagrams. A is highly risk averse, B is highly risk averse, A's and B's risk aversion is identical, degree of risk aversion is indeterminate. The correct answer is A is highly risk averse. Now, the indifference curve analysis can also be used to examine the degree of risk aversion by individuals. The graph on the left hand side shows the risk aversion of individual A, and that on the right hand side shows the risk aversion of individual B. According to the shape of the indifference curve, the risk aversion of individual A is high because for a small degree of risk, his expectation of increase in income is high. The next question. Slutsky equation deals with decomposition of price effect into substitution effect and income effect, goods into superior and inferior goods, goods into necessary and luxuries, consumer and producer surplus. The correct answer is price effect into substitution effect and income effect. Look at this graph. It shows the Slutsky way of splitting the price effect into substitution effect and income effect. M1, M3 shows price effect. M1, M2 shows substitution effect. M2, M3 shows income effect. Thus, he decomposes the price effect into substitution effect and income effect. Our discussion on multiple choice questions ends now. We shall meet in the next session.